Napoleon Hill, in his masterwork, Think and Grow Rich, says, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." Welcome to McBain Moments. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Also, please consider going to patreon.com/JulianMcBain if you'd like to support my work. Become a member. All of your support is appreciated. Desire. It is what you need in order to accomplish anything. And before you can accomplish anything, you have to desire to accomplish it. And I think that it's something that more people need to really think about before they make an attempt at anything. There's a distinct lack of purpose in today's world. People are without direction. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They don't know what to look for. And part of it is because we are, frankly, in the least difficult age of humanity thus far. Go back 100 years and just survival was 100 times harder. You know, you can go to a grocery store and pick up everything you need for food. You don't need to farm it. You don't need to hunt it. You don't need to cultivate vegetables for the most part. I mean, of course, there are still farmers and there are still people who raise food and there's still people who hunt. But if they didn't want to, because a lot of the farming is now automated. If you look at modern industrial farms, they get in their harvesters, and the harvesters are largely computerized. Like I was shocked by the amount of computerization that these large combines have. When I was talking to farmers back when I was in North Dakota, there's no difficulty. And without difficulty, there's no purpose. So how do you overcome that? You need to figure out what it is you really want out of life. And it has to be for you. And I think this is the thing most people miss. They think about what they want for other people, what they want for their parents, what they want for their family, what they want for their children, which is all of which are noble. You know, what they want for their spouse. All of these things are noble. These are all very important. But if you don't figure out what you want for you, how the hell are you going to help other people accomplish their goals? You don't have direction. You don't know where you're going. No, how are you going to help your child figure out their ambitions and succeed if you never figured out your own? How are you going to help your spouse? So you need to take a moment and decide. And this might take you some time. This could be something that you do over the course of months, especially if you're, well into living life. You have kids, or you're married, or you have a career. You haven't figured out what direction you're going, but you're on a trajectory that because a lot of us just kind of abide and go with it. The Big Lebowski is probably one of the biggest reasons that people go this way. And I'm not denigrating the movie. I understand it's supposed to be a really good movie when I haven't watched it, to my own detriment. But the idea behind just abide and that whole philosophy is that there's no direction or purpose to it. What's your aim? What are you doing? So if you want to achieve something, because everyone likes achievement. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you like. When you achieve something, you feel something here. So you have to figure out what it is you want to set out to achieve. And you have to figure out if you really desire it. And if you don't desire anything, you got to look inside yourself and figure out why. Why don't you desire anything? Is it because of the things you've experienced so far? People have rough lives. And that can rob you of your desire. It really can. But what you have to do is you have to rally. And this might take time. This might take coaching. It might take therapy. It might take talking to people who are also on the road. It might take talking to people who have been down the road. And it might take talking to people who have never seen things as rough as you've seen it. But you got to talk to folks. You got to figure out what it is that's going to get you back on track. Figure out what it is that you want in your life. And then you need to go seek it. You need to get that purpose. Grasp it. And it has to be for you. Now, this is what you want out of your life. And for some people, that's going to be advocating for other people. There are people out there like that. But for other people, it's going to be something more mundane. You know, I want a house and 2.5 children. Okay, I don't recommend the half. 2 or 3. A half gets kind of messy. You know, some people, the only thing they want out of life is to have a family. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people want a career. They want to build something. They want to grow a company. They want to form an organization that helps other people, a nonprofit or a charity. Maybe they are really passionate about the environment, so they're like that group that goes out into the ocean and they collect ocean garbage. And then they turn them into bracelets to fund their own endeavors. That's all notable, important things. These are all notable and important desires to do. It doesn't have to be going out and building, you know, the next Amazon. But it does have to be something that you want. That's how you achieve. That's how you grow. And again, it might be something small. Building a small subsistence farm that you can live on. Nothing wrong with that. Living a simple life. You know, raising your kids, not having kids, and just living with your spouse, going out and hiking the mountains. Or go out into the desert and deliberately surviving out there for a while. All of these are fine, but you have to have that desire. You have to have that goal. Because what do you have without it? Give it some thought. This has been a McBain moment.